All right. You should be able to hear us now. That's the first time I went live without testing the mic.
Literally the first
time. So yeah,
ever.
I'm sorry about that. Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. This is episode 78. Darkness descends upon the land. It is Tuesday night. It's not Wednesday night. So I want to thank you guys all so much for being here. I'm going to be kind of looking over at the chat way more than I normally would because it is just me and Nick T tonight. I do also want to make a pretty important announcement before we get into 78. Obviously, there is a massive movie that is coming out. I know the reviews are already out from the critics. Very good reviews. Last I checked, 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, just from critics. Someone already came in, a troll already came in, and two different trolls, I think it's the same person, and already commented some spoilers for Spider-Man No Way Home. But I say spoilers because we really don't know if they're true or not. Right. It's very important to know if anyone comes into the chat and writes any sort of spoiler for Spider-Man and you're looking forward to it, we are going to remove the comments right away, and don't believe those spoilers. Because I've been spoiled a lot going back to Endgame, being on the internet a lot, of things that weren't even true.
Yeah, a lot of times they weren't.
Yeah, someone would write something in Endgame like, oh man, they failed to stop that. Okay, that one's kind of an obvious one. But some that are a little more believable.
Right.
Actually, one that I remember was that Hulk was supposed to die in Endgame. That was a big spoiler that I saw, and that never happened. So if a troll does come in here and unfortunately writes anything, just remember that it very well might not be true, and we are going to try to get rid of it as quickly as possible. But obviously, it's going to be kind of tricky waters because Jump Festa, we usually get a lot more viewers than normal.
Yeah.
Because it's a once-a-year thing, and it's going to be a little bit of a tricky situation.
Yeah.
I've banned a lot of comments.
Right. So actually we put a lot of the burden on us, where it's like, odds are you probably won't see almost any of the comments given the filters that we have in place. But that means we have to see them. So
yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
Also, sorry, the chat box is up. Yeah, so that's exactly what Nick T said is exactly right. So like Spider-Man will be held for review.
Aunt May.
No Way Home, Aunt May, MJ, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, Doc Ock, Green Goblin. All those comments will be held for review. So we might see, spoilers because who knows if they're true. You guys shouldn't. I'm also not streaming on Twitch at all this week. That's one, because I'm finishing up the timeline. That's taking a lot of time. And two, because I wanted to protect my community and I wanted to avoid anyone coming in that might spoil anything. So those were two reasons why. What's up? I see a color scheme. Oh my God. We have to also start with Blake Engelbrecht. Blake with two $50 donations. What the hell, man? Jesus Christ.
We barely...
Dredge is here. Dredge, what's up?
What's up, Dredge? How you doing?
Oh my God, Blake, dude. Thank you so much, man. Oh, Lord. Blake, thank you. If anyone has any hearts or heart emotes, please send them in the chat to Blake right now.
Oh, my Lord.
That is insane. Two $50 donations. Blake, thank you so much, dude. Jump Festa 2022. Hype Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's 2. We are going to see. We are going to say, either way, Jump Fest is going to be great on Friday because no news is of news itself, right?
That means Sevens is continuing as normal.
If we get no news on Yu-Gi-Oh! 8 or Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, then Sevens is continuing as normal for a third year, which I expect to happen. A lot of people kind of expect that to be the case, but we really don't know. Blake also super chatted... Hi, Dylan. Did you hear about the Yugo Dragon name change? I didn't. What did Yugo Dragon change its name to? And you can just comment it. You do not need to super chat it in. Jesus Christ. Blake, thank you so much for $100, man. I'm speechless, man. Thank you so much, dude. And, we have a lot to discuss here with 78, and we're going to get to all the super chats, all the donations, some comments from you guys. I know it's a smaller cast here. That Dredger was supposed to come. Unfortunately, something kind of came up, a personal thing.
As life goes,
As life goes. Dredger's in the comments. I know he would have loved to be here if he could, but Dredger is unfortunately not here. Dredger will be here for Jump Festa, and he will be here, for, I believe, for the 79 live reaction on Saturday night. So you'll get your dose of Dredger this week, don't you worry. Is this guy kidding me? I mean, is this guy serious? Blake with another $50 donation. Jesus.
You even specified, just type it.
I said it, right? And I said it because I knew he'd do it. I literally said, Blake, yeah, just type out the name. Don't super chat it in. $50, man.
$50.
Holy shit. Blake, thank you so much, dude. That is insane. 3 $50 super chats. Yugo Dragon, the Sky Dragon. What do you think about that? I think that's a pretty cool name.
It's a cool name. I mean, is it as cool as the original? Probably not. But it's still like a good, fun, cool name. Yeah,
Christ.
I like it. I'm not going to diss on it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool too. I know Jump Festa, I always feel like people get a little crazy with the donations.
Oh my god, dude.
And we're still 3 days, $3 $50 in a row. It is definitely probably a Slifer reference. Pete's here. What's going on, Pete?
What's up,
Just
Pete? How you doing, buddy?
I never shout out people in these podcasts because I can't look at the chat. I get too distracted. Right. Crypto Johnny, Blake is the man. Blake, thank you so much, dude.
Absolutely
Jesus
crushing
Christ.
it today.
Night Fury, Kanan, Rio, Skylar, Elaine, Shadow Realm, Roa. Appreciate you guys being here. I got to turn the TV off. If you get something else crazy, let me know. But hopefully that's it.
I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah, please. I mean, again, just...
Yeah, you really just have to turn it back on when, we're doing donos again.
Yeah, because if there's if a No Way Home thing comes up, you just...
Oh, yeah, it's easy. Yeah, I've got it up here.
Yeah, Pete, we already had a couple No Way Home trolls, so,
And I also realized we said 2, but they only saw 1. The other one got held immediately.
The other one did get held for review because we were on that, yeah. Jesus Christ. 78 was insane, and we're going to get to 78, but I do want to thank also Pete Caliber is on a flight back from Arizona. Yep. Pete unfortunately could not make it.
Right.
We hope to have him on very soon. Pete, Cal, and Dredger should all be good for Jump Festa.
Cannot wait.
So we're going to have, it's not going to be as big as it was 2 years ago. Unfortunately, my parents are only letting me have a certain amount of people here due to COVID, due to the variant getting a little bad again. So I could only have a certain amount of people here. I think we only have about 12. That was the limit that I got from my my folks. If it was my house, maybe it would be a little more people. So there were a lot of people that would normally be here that I wasn't able to invite. Yeah. It was
it's a pretty tight cast this time around.
Yeah, so Aura should be there, the subber for Sevens. She'll be there. I felt like it was appropriate for obviously her to come given what she's done for this series. So that'll be exciting. But Jump Festa, again, we will be live at 7:30 Eastern time. We're going to be live till about 2 a.m. talking Yu-Gi-Oh, talking expectations for 2022, digesting any Jump Festa news we get. Yu-Gi-Oh will be on at 8 p.m. our time. So they'll be very quickly. We should know if we're getting Yu-Gi-Oh 8, if we're getting Yu-Gi-Oh Go Rush, which is 7s 2, or if Yu-Gi-Oh 7s is going to continue. I want to thank all these super chatters and donators of last week's Talking Yu-Gi-Oh 7s upstream. Huge thank you to Jack Knight 21, Drago Blue, Pickrick, Oddity, X-Slayer, Electric Kevin, Philip Rosewood, That Man 666, Dylan Adams, TNX Rail, Miguel Martinon, Max, Syn Cloud, Dark Emperor J, Limestone Pink, C Sanadvon, Solid Snack, The Flail IPS, Chapel of Flapple, Ivrea, Taker Napper, Mega Karibo, and 10th Emperor. Thank you guys so much. Exciting news that I have because of how gracious you guys have been in terms of being here and monetary support with, Blake tonight. With donate, X-Slayer this year is just what that guy's done for me specifically. I owe him a lot. I owe him a nice dinner. And when you're in the tri-state area, let me know, X. But exciting news, I am getting a secondary camera. I haven't even told you this yet. I haven't told anyone this. I've made the decision. I've been saving up because of, again, I like to pour it back into the studio.
I know, and as you always do.
Yeah, so we're going to have multiple angles with 7s Up, depending on who's talking. Pack opening streams will be a lot more crisp as well. And it's going to be a good time. So we are getting a second camera, high-quality camera for the studio. Yeah, and that is because of you guys. That's been a year of gratitude.
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, so as you guys, donate and support me like this, a lot of it, a big portion does go back into making this look better. Yeah, we want the best viewing quality and experience for all of you. So very excited for that, and I want to thank you guys because that is all because of you.
Pete said trash cam.
Well, I have a third webcam. We could just do that for the trash cam. I mean, I make it every shot, so what are you going to do?
Yeah, for all they know anyway.
Actually, no trash cam. 78. My review on episode 78 came out today, so I'm sure a couple of you might have seen that. It is on the channel if you want to check it out. Nick T. Goha Yuga versus Odo Yuga. ended kind of weird.
It did end kind of weird.
Which I liked, just not what I expected. What did you think of the episode? What did you think of Goha Yuga?
Actually, I really loved the episode. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really like us reincorporating, like, because for a while we were a bit in limbo about, like, the plans for the new duel, like the original original, was it Development Road or whatever?
Yes, original Development Road, yes.
So I was like, well, how's that going to come into play? And I can see now that, like, they're sowing the seeds for, like, Descent, where it's like, it creates conflict, and that's exactly what Goha Yuga's trying to do, and I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool that he's sort of trying to exploit this.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. I mean, I was actually talking with Jack Knight earlier about it, where, like, I really like Goha Yuga a lot, actually. I think he's super cool. I think, at least in this episode, and it probably will be a trend for him, he's, like, edgy to the point where it's, like, almost funny sometimes.
Yeah.
But I like that about him. I think it's, like, a charm where, like, it's self-aware, where it's, like, they know he's edgy to a fault, and that's fine. That's his character. But I really liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought the duel was really good. An ending I didn't quite expect. But I kind of liked the dialogue that we got between, a lot of the characters. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. Just a character that I did not think would really ever be in Sevens. I really didn't. Yeah. I didn't think they'd have a character kind of this intently evil. And I was thinking about, like, his ideals, right? Goha Yuga. What are his ideals? What makes him, a villain? What makes him a villain is obviously he believes that dueling is very different than what your typical protagonist believes.
Right.
Very different than what a Yuma Tsukumo or a Yusei Fudo or even, well, maybe not a Yusaku, but even a Yuga believes, where dueling should be fun. It's a fun experience. It's a great time. He believes that dueling really should just be almost a tool of war.
Yeah,
it sounds
that's
like.
what it sounds like.
And so that already, from an ideology standpoint, completely contradicts our main cast and the good guys of Yu-Gi-Oh, as you would imagine. Maybe except Yusaku, because he thought duels were used very differently with Yusaku. They were life or death matter. So I get that. But for most Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists, dueling, and, Yuya is Yuya, a fun experience. It's fun. You make friends with anyone that you duel. Goha Yuga, complete opposite. But that's not what makes Goha Yuga terrifying.
Right.
What makes Goha Yuga terrifying is this magical ability and power that he has to wipe people's memories.
Yeah, and I thought that was really well used in this episode, actually.
Yes.
I thought it was really great,
Yes.
It was interesting because it totally changed, like, the episode's tone and initially, where it's like, it was almost a pretty high note where, like, everyone, like, our clubs are coming together, sort of patching things up, and he's like, nah.
As soon as he flew in, I remember I was watching live.
It was the black cloud over the events of this episode, and everyone just wiped.
Yeah, everyone got wiped. And you know what I loved? A lot of people were speculating after 77. A lot of people said, he erases the memories of Rush dueling.
Yep.
And I remember, I've been thinking about that for the week leading up to 78, and I'm like, that'd be a little underwhelming given the full potential that I think his ability has. If it's just people don't remember Rush dueling, that's not the truth.
Right. Well,
people, they didn't even remember who Roman was.
Right, so I guess it's Rush dueling and anyone in relation, because they remember Roman just not as the role that they knew her as.
They remember her as this famous guitarist. Yeah. Right. They don't have their entire memory wiped, but it seems like they have their maybe last 6 months or last year wiped and sealed. And that makes it...
Is that, like, tied to timeline, or is that tied to, like, here's, like, this thing that your memories are wiped about, and anything, like, relative to that?
Right. Well, the thing is, like, when Yoshio created the Apocalypse persona, was that persona, I can't remember if that was created for Rush dueling.
So that's where I get confused, because I agree, because, like, was it related to Rush duels? And if, like, well, the answer is yes or no to that. All that seems highly specific.
Right.
Like, how is Goha's Yuga's power related to Rush duel at all? Like, how does he even... Where does that come into play for him? Right. Because that power must have existed before Rush duels really was a thing.
You would imagine,
So it ties into, like, an interesting circular, like, it's almost like paradoxical. It's like, what came first, like, the power regarding Rush duels or Rush duels itself?
Right.
Because, like, and that ties back to a lot of things in this show where, like, given, like, Otis's, like, involvement, where it's, like, the idea of, like, having an opening for something like Rush Duels and letting it be a thing. Why is that even a thing?
Right.
So it's like this whole circular idea about like powers regarding Rush Duels and Rush Duels itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think it's crazy. Like it keeps my mind going. Like, and specifically to Goha Yuga's power, it's like it's weird, and I like that.
Yeah.
It keeps me on my toes because I'm a little confused about it.
Yeah. It's fascinating, but you know that power's there.
Yeah.
And that's the terrifying portion of it. So. The duel itself, I thought was enjoyable, and it ended with Yuga collapsing, our Yuga collapsing, and Luke, yes.
I just want to say a few people chimed in. The persona was created after the newsletter about Luke.
It was created. Okay, well, thank you for that.
Then that checks out with the whole.
So it could be any experience that you had through Rush dueling.
Yeah,
and that's why maybe they don't remember Roman, or it could have been sealing everyone's memories the day before Rush Duels started. Right. Or that could have been it as well.
I think we'll learn a bit more about the power.
I hope so. Mm-hmm. I hope so, because that's a big question mark right now, and he is our main villain going forward. The way this duel ended, I thought was very interesting.
Give me one sec.
Yeah. Is it No Way Home?
No.
Okay. The way the duel ended, I thought...
Two spam trolls.
Oh, okay. The 18 plus trolls?
Yeah, wait, no. I literally...
No, you're good.
Pete handled it, but I hit it, and it's probably going to come in delayed. That's so weird.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so... The way this duel ended...
Yeah, I mean, we toyed with the idea of it being a draw no result, and I guess we ended with no result. It was unexpected still for me. Even though the percentage was higher than normal, it was still unexpected for me.
The thing with me, though, is I just don't know if this was actually a no result. Because the duel itself is still going on.
Right, but then, who is that loss attributed to if Luke loses?
Right, I that's why I think for the pick'em, I'm leaning towards making it a push where it's not...
Yeah, I think the fact that it's multiple duelists now on one side...
And we didn't know that going in.
Right, it's like you can't really...
You can't pick it. So I think we're leaning towards making it a push because the duel was not a no result. It's still ongoing.
Right. Yeah, true. It is an ongoing...
has taken over for Yuga.
Right.
They're picking up where their life points are.
Yeah.
They're picking up where their hands are. Someone made a very interesting point in the comments. I didn't fact check this, but I believe it. Mm-hmm. If Goha Yuga runs a 40-card deck, he only has 6 cards left in his deck. Think about all the effects that 5 cards grave, 5 cards grave. I wonder if that'll be,
they'll take that into consideration.
I wonder if they will. But he might run a 60-card deck.
Okay, this is
and then it doesn't matter. Bro. So, that'll be interesting to keep an eye on.
Oh my god, we're getting so many trolls. People just literally just coming in spamming. And it's all the same, like...
Oh, we have Shiose here. So
yeah, thank you, Shiose. And it's funny because YouTube automatically picks up on, message, message spam like that. But,
yeah.
So they don't see it, but
we've had already 4 trolls then already. 2 No Way Home trolls.
Actually, it's really Pete hit one before the one you noticed.
So 5 then.
It's 5, yeah.
So 2 No Way Home trolls before
and then
we went
3
live.
spam trolls.
3 spam bots. That's crazy.
Bots, yeah. Bots or someone who's just
sometimes we'll go 2 months without any trolls or any issues. So well, I have the best mods in the world. So thank you guys. Thank you Pete and Shiose and anyone else who is just keeping an eye, and you of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think this is probably going to be a push, and I don't think we're doing a pick'em.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
if you're betting in real life, you got to figure if some team in basketball just started playing for the other team.
You'd
probably be all right, this bet is now invalid.
Right, exactly, because this is turning into, the way I see it at least, it's turning into Goha Yuga versus Yuga/Luke. Mm-hmm. This has now become a team effort.
Right.
Very similar to when Kaiba turned into a statue against Noah Kaiba.
Right.
And Yamayugi picked up his disc, had that crazy Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon play with the diffusion.
So sick.
Yeah, amazing moment. The odds that was his hand with Card of Sanctity, I did a whole video on it. The odds are 1 in 5 million. It's ridiculous.
Well, that was Duel Monsters in general.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just crazy. But so Luke is dueling with Yuga's deck. Well, I mean, what do you think about it? See, here's my issue with it, right? I think Luke is going to lose
And then it's like, oh, but it's because he wasn't using his deck.
He joined in a handicap. He wasn't using his real deck.
Out. If that's his loss, like that's a cop out.
I still think he'll get a true loss, but I really do think, and I said this last week on Sevens Up, and you were like, why protect it?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know why you protect it, but I think they will protect it. That's what I think they're gonna do. The way I thought they were gonna do it is it would be a no result because Luke would lose his memory before the duel finished, even though he was clearly gonna lose.
Right.
But this is another way to protect that streak.
Yeah.
Where Luke loses, but do you really count it as a loss? He joined halfway through. It's not his actual deck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a lot of factors there. Too many variables.
There are a lot of variables. Yeah, but I'm very... Something else that I wanted to make note of.
Yes.
That I thought was very fascinating. And I didn't mention it in my review, because there were a lot of points I wanted to get to in my review. Monster Reborn only seals away the minds or memories of humans.
Right. It could not work on Sebastian.
So that means it can't work on Sebastian. Mm-hmm. It can't work on Kaizo.
Right.
And you know who else it can't work on?
Who?
Luke Man. And I, as a meme, have been half meme, half serious, have been saying, why do I feel like the whole previous arc of the whole Luke Man stuff was so that he could play the role of hero maybe in this arc? Or the role of a character that is going to be very supportive of Yuga. Because now it doesn't seem like our Yuga is going to lose his memories. Right? Because I think that card only works on who you're dueling. What I could see happening is Luke and maybe other characters lose their memories. And then Yuga starts to really kind of fill that protagonist role that we've wanted him to fill for a while. And I think that's where and maybe Luke Man will be that support to him if every other character forgets rush dueling. If that's the route they go. But Goha Yuga's powers cannot work on Luke Man.
He's not a human.
Right. So what are your thoughts on that?
And that's the loophole. That's actually really brilliant, actually. I didn't even consider that. Right. I figured the robots, whatever. Technically, I guess that means also Sushiko and... Right. But, like, I didn't even think of... Not Sushiko, I'm sorry. The Goha girls. What are they called?
Menzaburo and... Right.
No,
not Menzaburo. I'm Sushi... No.
Yeah, right? Me too.
Oh, my God. Flash Umiko. Sweet Kakako. Yeah. Sorako. Wow, that was weird. Couldn't say that.
Yeah, our memories got wet.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I didn't even consider how, like... Luke Man, we've talked about it at length. That is not Luke. It's literally a computer-made program.
Right.
Yeah. It works. It checks out. I think it would be...
There to me has to be a big reason why they went through all that Luke Man stuff.
Yeah.
I think this could be the reason.
Yeah, I would like that a lot. Because it would mean that arc wasn't for no reason.
Right. Because it's so funny because, like, that's the Goha sibling arc.
Yeah.
But, like, when I think about it, I feel like that was more the Luke Man arc because of how it ended.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the Goha siblings were almost secondary in that arc.
Right. They were the vehicle for the Luke Man part.
That's how it feels.
Yeah.
And I feel like that probably shouldn't have been the case.
It should not have been the case.
That's just how that arc felt to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It would make it make sense. It would make it make sense. It would give it meaning, rather.
Yeah. So that was fascinating. Another point I wanted to make with the chat here and with you, I made it in my review. I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Did a lot of thinking about the episode, did a lot of thinking about the arc and the season. And a character that has had so much influence on this season is Tiger.
Yeah.
And I think it's fascinating because Tiger is directly responsible for Luke Man being born.
Yep.
So she's directly responsible for that whole saga in the last arc.
Yeah.
And then this arc, the way that she handled the situation in 76, I thought was tactless, I believe was the word Asana used.
Right, tactless was the...
Perfect word. Insensitive, hot-headed.
I think the word that word she used to describe her, she's like, sometimes she can be tactless.
Yeah.
But that does describe her actions of that episode.
Well, but like, here's my issue, right? And Tiger, we've been saying for a while, the whole hot-headed thing every episode is kind of getting redundant. Yeah. I think this is the perfect chance for her to show some growth and some real badassery in the kindness and sympathy and empathy department.
Definitely.
Because she goes about trying to get them to stop investigating Swirly by physically harming Yuga to the point that he can't even finish this duel.
Yep.
And doesn't actually talk to them about what's going on with Swirly, just insults Swirly and insults their friendship with Swirly, which was kind of weird. Then after that gets resolved after they go on their own way and they don't listen to her, she doesn't join up with the group to try and rectify the situation. She's just training in the mountains, letting everything happen, and
she's
not getting
clearly
involved.
upset about this for some reason that's to be revealed.
Well, and I hope that's the case.
Yeah.
I really do. But I just think the influence that she's had in this season cannot be understated. It's massive.
Most definitely. And the thing I didn't love that duel when it happened, right? I didn't think it was really that necessary.
Because Yuga lost?
Well, because Yuga, it didn't need to be Yuga loss there. I mean, for the plot, yes, but I'm saying we didn't need to get another Yuga loss right there.
See, but the one I would argue with that.
Yes.
Yuga Luke, I would.
Right. Yes, Yuga Luke didn't need to happen at all. But
I guess you could argue both didn't need to happen.
But now, given the direction we're going in, there's implications to that, and now it feels like it happened for a very good reason.
Right.
Where it's first of all, her personality in that episode, yes, she was hot-headed and obviously violent, but in a way that's different than what we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
And
so people thought she was being controlled.
Right.
In that episode because it was so
But
different.
there's now even on top of that now there's an implication about it because it affected the way obviously it affected Yuga because he couldn't finish the duel. It affected Luke where he said he can't forgive her for right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of implications there that we're obviously leaning towards something big happening for Tiger.
Yeah.
And so she's had an effect on the plot, but there's about to be an effect on Tiger.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I that's what I think she, because in the Luke Man arc last arc, she was around. She was very involved with the team. It was a team of 8.
Yeah.
And now she's just nowhere to be found as this guy is raining hell on the world. And she's aware of his capabilities.
Oh, yeah.
Because she tried to warn them before even the audience knew what was going on.
Even though she didn't tell us what was going on.
Right.
She knew. He's don't go on this swirly business.
Right.
Is what she said.
So she has a real chance, I think, for redemption. But at this point, I'm just Tiger, what are you doing? Come on. You got to step up here.
Yeah.
You got to learn to communicate a little better.
Definitely.
I mean, but that's why we can see growth with her. And what I love about it, it's kind of what we wanted in a way. Because it started feeling very redundant. The outbursts, the yelling, the aggression. And it's there, but it's different. And it seems a little more colder. And I feel
it's a cool heat.
She could kind of come back and realize hey, you know what? I need to do a little better with this.
Yeah. Yep.
And I hope we do see that with her.
Most definitely.
So she's a character that I think has been fascinating for this entire season. I mean, a lot of what's come into play is because of her.
I very much agree. I think over time, we've seen a couple instances of change and growth for her. Obviously the duel with Asana, that whole her and Asana episode was fantastic and very good for her character. But we need more of that, and I think we're going to get it.
Yeah, I agree.
At least basically, up until this week's episode, I didn't think that was the case. I was just all right, I understand there's an implication there, but really, what was it? What was the purpose of that happening? And now I'm I see.
What's crazy is if everyone loses their memory of rush dueling except Yuga, which I feel like that's the direction we could be going in. The only people that are going to have any sort of recollection is Yuga and Tiger. And that's when Tiger can step in and kind of rectify the situation a little bit. So there might be a reason, story-wise, that she's not involved right now.
Yeah.
I think there is.
I'm making an early prediction that there's something... I get the feeling that, of course, while Nanaho and the entire Nanahoshi clan was privy to this, obviously they knew they were pursuing this happening, whereas Tiger was trying to stop this from happening, but also was somehow one of the only other people that knew what was going on.
Right.
I'm sensing a rivalry there.
Tiger Nanaho.
Yeah. I'm feeling that she will step in. This will be part of her redemption, and we're going to see her try to step up to maybe a weakened team now.
Yeah.
Where it's our team is, in shambles. Yuga's passed out. Whomever may have lost their memories, we need someone to come to bat. While the entire villain team is stacked right now.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do. Tiger maybe tries to do right.
I mean, we know from the summary of 79, which we're going to go over, that a light engulfs everyone. Luke and everyone.
Yeah.
That, to me, could imply that everyone who is conscious is going to lose their memories. But Yuga is not conscious. So I don't think it's going to affect him. Because this was another episode where, how many times in anime does the best friend character or a character that just met the protagonist fight really hard and they just can't go on, and then the protagonist comes catches him and says, I'm going to finish this.
All the time.
But this was the reverse.
This is the reverse.
And it's another moment where if you looked at it and didn't know the names of the characters, you would say, oh, I guess that guy's the main character.
Right.
And I just feel like this is setting up for Yuga to finally just kind of step into that role this season, where I feel like it hasn't been there that season.
Yeah, this season, no. That's sort of been the issue.
I almost feel like it hasn't been there since the Asana arc. Because the tournament arc, that I felt like
Asana arc was the last time I really truly felt like he was like, not, I don't want to say was the protagonist, because that's not true at all. But like the last time I felt like he was taking, like, sort of carrying the mantle that he was supposed to be carrying.
Right, and that the main story revolved primarily around him.
Yeah.
Luke Man I felt was more Luke.
Right.
This stuff I felt has been more Luke, although this arc's kind of been all over the place.
This arc is, I wouldn't.
The last 3 episodes have been great, but the arc's been all over the place.
It's been all. I mean, it's focused on everybody in a good way, but like to the point where I'm like, but the episodes just have not added up to like a focus.
Yeah. So I think this is going to set up something really good for Yuga.
Definitely, I can really see him. Yeah, finally taking that mantle up once again and really like proving to us like he's the dominant character that he has shown to us in the first 4 arcs.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but I really do think that's the case.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it's going to end. I mean, do you think the arc is ending at episode 80? I don't.
I don't think so either.
I don't.
The way we're at 78. We have 2 episodes. No.
Well, we're going into 79.
We're going into 79.
Yeah.
That means 79, and if it's a two-part, like no.
Well, this is going to be the second part technically.
This would be the second part.
So this is the first time the arc finale duel. Or there will be a 2-part duel that's not the arc finale duel, which is cool, but it's also a little concerning that it took 78 episodes to get that.
Right.
You definitely could have had an important 2-parter that was not an arc finale earlier in the show. But,
definitely.
You know.
Yeah, I don't think it wouldn't. Where we're at now, things are like almost not even at their climax. It's not at its climax. We just got introduced to the true villain of the arc 2 episodes ago.
Right.
Yeah. No. It can't be ending at 80.
You see this episode, we're going to talk about it in a little bit. Episode 80, there's a little excerpt that says the purpose of the secret of the Goha siblings get revealed. Yura reveals the secret of the siblings. Mm-hmm. My initial theory was, I think they're droids. I think they're robots. That's already killed. Because Yugioh was affected by Monster Reborn.
Right.
So that early theory of mine, a lot of people didn't agree with it. It's already killed. I was wrong on that.
I was even going to say aliens, but then...
Could be aliens. But I feel like that's kind of obvious, right?
It is obvious. And also, like, they specified... They didn't say humanoid for the
yeah, that's
thing.
True.
They said human.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like... Unless
the fact that it affected Yugioh leads you to believe they're humans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's hard to...
Sons of Otis.
Sons of Otis could be a very big thing.
Yeah.
Something that, yeah. I think the secret of the siblings will be bigger than... Will be big. I think it'll be bigger than we give it.
Yeah, I agree. I
don't think it's going to be some small, stupid thing that, like...
No.
You know, they actually happen to have, like, a gluten, like, sensitivity. You know? It's just, like... It's not going to be something stupid.
No, I hope not. God, yeah, can you imagine?
It's like we have to be like, we love food, but...
Yuka has a sensitivity to gluten. God, I hope not. Jesus Christ, that'd be amazing. Yeah, I'm very excited. So I had people in the chat vote as to their thoughts on this episode, whether they thought it was very good. I would have voted very good. I would have voted 8 out of 10.
I did vote 8 out of 10.
This is kind of crazy. 96% of people voted good or very good.
That's incredible.
Most people very high on this episode. Only 2% felt it was not good or okay. This is the second or third straight week where a lot of people loved the episode. Mm-hmm. So for an arc that started off so weird and weak, I mean, I would say weak would describe it.
Weak very much describes it. It did not... There were some highs and lows as we went along.
Yeah.
But now where we finally hit the high streak, but like still, it was very inconsistent is a good way to describe it.
Very inconsistent, absolutely, very inconsistent. But it found its footing.
Yeah.
I think the show is in a very exciting place. And we'll kind of see what happens. But we have a lot of discussion still with 79, 80, and 81. I do want to read some super chats from you guys. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Oh,
While you start that, would you? I'm just gonna run to the bathroom really quick.
yeah, run to the bathroom and I'll bang some out.
Cool.
I want to thank Blake again, man. $150 in super chats. Thank you so much, Blake. I appreciate you so much, dude. Blake with a $5 super chat as well. If Jump Fest... Oh, I already read that, actually. Oh, no, I didn't. If Jump Festa announces Synchro for Rush Duel for the next arc, what will be the thoughts about it? I don't know if that would be a place to announce... well, I guess it would be. I mean, here's the thing. We're going live at 7:30 p.m., right? So we're going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're on the West Coast, it'll be 4:30. Sevens and Rush Duel info is at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So... we're going to learn very early on whether Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is going until 2023. We're going to learn very early on if Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is a thing that they're going to announce. We're going to learn very early on if there's anything crazy to be announced, like Synchros and Sevens. I don't believe that Sevens is going to get another summoning mechanic. I don't. I think Rush Duel will, but not during the Sevens era. I think 2023, that is when we are going to get our next mechanic. So I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, Blake, it'd be cool if Synchros got announced. I mean, XZ's is my favorite, but Synchros, of course, would be amazing. I was very on the train that fusions would come to Rush Duels. I said that since the very beginning, and it happened. So I was right about that, but we'll see what happens at Jump Fest. Again, we will be live 7:30 to about 2 a.m. That'll be very exciting. Oddity, thank you for the $5 super chat. It was odd that despite the swirly reveal, they left the sixth sibling silhouette opened in the opening shadowed. Maybe an error, or was it done on purpose? Yeah, kind of weird because they also changed everything in the not everything, but they changed a lot of the visuals when the chorus hits in the opening. Surprised they didn't change that. I really am. I thought that was going to be something that they would change. So is it an error? I don't know. But Oddity, it'll be very interesting to see if they ever change that shadowy figure. I still think it does look like him. I saw a couple people say it doesn't look like Goha Yuga, but I think the shadowy figure in the opening does look like him. Or in the opening. Maybe not in the opening. On the poster, yes. Maybe not in the opening. Philip, thank you for the $10 super chat. Responding to the first half of your review. Basically just saying, can't wait for the other half of it. Great app. Can't wait for more hype. Yes, I will send that over to you, Philip. And thank you for the super chat. Great episode, man. Really enjoyed it. Hopefully, if Luke loses to Goha Yuga, it'll be a great episode because of the fact that he loses, even in a weird way. I hope they keep Goha Yuga around, please. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say they're worried that Goha Yuga is going to be not redeemed, but resolved in the next, 3 to 4 episodes. I hope not. I hope he's around for a little longer. Yeah, I just hope they don't, I think that when he is defeated, I think he's going to be sealed back into Swirly. I really do. But keep him around for another 10, 15, 20 episodes. No reason for him to go anywhere. You have such a unique villain here. You have a villain that is getting a lot of people excited and hyped. No reason to solve that right now. He needs some time to marinate a little bit. He's got so much potential, so hopefully that does not get resolved soon. I really hope that it doesn't get resolved soon. Pink Penguin, thank you for the $2 tip. Hi, Dylan and Nick T. Hope you're doing well. This episode was so good. Yuga and Luke have the best friendship. They're always there for each other. Luke taking over the duel was a bro moment. Also, if I could have gone to New Jersey for Jump Fest, I'd be there right now. Yeah, listen, it was a bro moment. They had a couple of bro moments, Yuga and Luke, this arc.
Absolutely.
The first one being after 73 when Luke defeats Yuga in the cafeteria. But this was a good episode for Yuga and Luke, definitely. The end of it.
Oh yeah, I think there's been something we've been lacking since maybe early on is bonding moments between Luke and Yuga, and I think we've been getting more of that recently, which makes me happy.
Yeah, I fully agree with you, man.
Because I think that's at least for me initially, the cornerstone of one of the cornerstones of the show was that bond, right? The Yuga Luke sort of dynamic, even leading up until the ending with the tournament arc, I think. Yeah. That felt like there was a true rivalry and friendship there that I really appreciated. And then we kind of lost sight of that. but I'm happy to see that relationship building again.
Yeah, me too. Pink, thank you for the donation. Limestone, thank you for the $5 donation. Really hyped for Goha Yuga versus Luke. Me too. When Goha Yuga revealed himself, I was more excited to see this duel, Luke versus Goha Yuga. I think it's even more special now that Yuga started it and Luke is going to try to finish it.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. The best duelist in Sevens. Can he win using a deck that he's never used before? Yeah. That's going to be tough. This weekend is going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be bonkers.
It's going to be nuts. The full guest list. I don't have the full guest list right now. It's again, I can only have 12 people because of COVID, but it's the two of us. Pete and Megan will be there. Dredger and Nicole will be there. Caliber will be there. So that's a full, basically,
the full team
group here. Ivrea will not be able to come, unfortunately. She's in Texas. Then we have Aura. She's bringing a guest.
Yes.
Legendary Duels will be there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Ray, Pegasus Saya. I'm not sure if he'll be on camera, but he will be there. And definitely missing people.
I'm forgetting now.
Yeah. But
that's mostly it.
That's mostly it. I think that might be 12 actually. Yeah. It's gonna be a very fun time. So it'll be good. Blake, thank you for the $2 super chat. Yu-Gi-Oh! Synchro is coming to Rush Duels. Again, we just talked about it. Yeah. I think maybe Jarrett, right? Jarrett is another.
Oh, Jarrett. Yes, Jarrett.
I think maybe, but not during Sevens.
Yeah, I don't think during Sevens.
The only thing I could see during Sevens is maybe Rituals.
I think the way they have it now, I could see Rituals, but I'm saying, I think in general, I think they're probably going to leave the format either alone or incorporate their own new summoning mechanics. I don't foresee. I think they need to give the game, the new format, the new game room to breathe before they incorporate a lot more older summoning mechanics.
I agree. Philip, thank you for the $5 super chat. Nick T, that's for you if you want to read that. Can you read that?
Yeah, I can read that. Nick T, favorite Gundam characters. Some of mine are Graham from Double O, Mika and Shino from IBO, Asano from Age. I've never watched Age. Lucas from Build Fighters, and Shin from Seed. Shin, really? That's interesting. I agree with a lot of that. I mean, I love Mika and Shino from IBO. I would probably put those up there for me. Graham is up there for Double O for me as well, but I would probably say Neil Delandy is definitely up there, and Lyle also, but slightly to a lesser degree, obviously, just because he filled just his brother's shoes. But both of those characters are great. Setsuna, even though he kind of plays that like emotionless protag role, I actually really like Setsuna. Also, I'm forgetting Quattro. Whose last name I don't remember, from Gundam Wing, and Duo Maxwell from Gundam Wing are two big ones for me. And from Seed, I have to say Atherin. Atherin's my favorite character from Seed. By far, actually.
Blake, I got your poll, man. Philip, thank you, my man. Nick T, good answer. Nick Schoner, thank you for the $5 super chat. Great episode. Did not expect a continuation duel with Luke, continuing the duel for Yuga. Neither did we.
Yeah, did not foresee that at all.
And is this the last duel of the arc? Where is Otis in this arc?
Yeah. That's why I don't think it's the end.
I say it every week. This is the longest we have gone without an Otis appearance.
Yes, it is.
Ever in this show.
I truly believe that he will come into play with all. He's not. Yeah. He's involved in some degree. I just know it in my soul that he's involved and will be involved. That's why I don't think it's the end. And it's too soon to end what we've got with Goha Yuga.
Yeah.
I'm not to say that the end of the arc means the end of him, but it would just be a weird time to turn the plot.
I'd feel very good if they said, new arc on episode 81, because then I'd feel very confident that Goha Yuga will go into that arc.
Yes.
So,
definitely. But I just don't want to see it start like every arc has started on a goofy foot. Every single arc.
Yeah, it feels like the tone has changed.
Yeah.
It really does.
Every one time, it's like, oh, they kind of wrap it up or not, and then it just flips, and it's like, oh, by the way, it's, Yuo's birthday party. Wait, what?
Or swirly dueling Otis.
Exactly. You're like, if that's going to happen, keep it consistent with the start of the arc, if that's how they do it.
Fully agree. Nick, thank you very much. Dark Emperor J, thank you for the $2 donation. Original, I based you guys off the Goha siblings. Dylan is the 6th sibling. Do you think Dylan can be like Goha Yuga? or should someone else in your group be the sixth sibling? Side note, Yuka said Yuma's catchphrase. Yeah, well, Yuka basically is Yuma. Just in sevens. I don't think I could be Goha Yuga.
No, you're too kind.
Probably Pete.
Pete
playing
has
the persona.
Pete has an affinity for villains and is very capable of harnessing that energy. I think he'd be a good Goha Yuga.
Yeah, I agree. X-Slayer, thank you for the $20 super chat. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much, X-Slayer. No Way Home hype is right now crazy. I know. Thank gosh I'm watching it on Thursday because I decided to watch it on Friday. Social media will spoil it for me like last time something big happened. Yeah, X-Slayer, thank you for the huge super chat. Again, we have taken the necessary precautions of blocking like 30 words and phrases pertaining to Spider-Man. So hopefully, that will not be an issue for anyone watching my streams. But Jump Festa will be challenging, at least because we're seeing it Saturday night.
Right.
At least X-Slayer, you won't have to worry about it, which is good. But enjoy it Thursday, man. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, definitely.
And the hype is real. I don't know if I've been this excited to see a movie. I watched Spider-Man 3 last night, Tobey Maguire, so I've seen all 7 now.
Yeah.
I've seen all 7 Spider-Man in the last, 20 days.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You've watched all of them?
I've watched the second one 3 times in the last 2 weeks.
That I believe.
I send you pictures every time I watch
no,
it.
I know.
At 3 in the morning.
I know.
It's always on FX.
And then I yelled at you, and I'm like, "Stop! What's with you in this movie?" He said, "This is actually the third one." And I was like, "All right, fine."
Yeah, I watched the third one. The third one was interesting.
It's not good.
Bully Maguire. I don't know. It was the memes that came out.
The memes came out are great.
Were hilarious. No,
It's
the
not a
movie
good
was
movie.
very bloated.
Yeah,
Venom is all over. He doesn't show up to the last 10
It's not
minutes.
even just bloated. It's just not good. I mean, they made Eric Foreman. Eric Foreman is Venom. No, I don't.
I will say that Spider-Man 3 movie hilarious when he has the black suit on.
Oh, dude, it's
some of the
so
stuff
funny.
he says.
There's some edits about that scene.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, little Goblin Jr. Yeah. You gonna cry?
Yeah. That movie's on par with Amazing Spider-Man 2. But just how bad.
Yeah.
That movie's not good.
Yeah.
Either.
I know. Well.
It's not actually. Yeah,
No, I like
Spider-Man 2 is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's the best Spider-Man movie. Far From Home is a close second. Far From Home is a very close second. But Doc Ock, that's I think the best Spider-Man movie.
It's you can make a case for it. I respect it.
You have it second behind Far
second.
From Home.
Yeah.
Far From Home is also phenomenal. Yeah, so I would never argue if Far From Home is as someone's number one. Yeah. But Spider-Man 2, I'm excited to see.
It's it is definitely a classic.
Yeah, it is. It is. My brother said his favorite might be Amazing Spider-Man 1, which you could make a case for it. I disagree. Far From Home, he said, that's his 1, 2. Those two. Amazing Spider-Man 1 was okay.
You're just quoting.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best.
No, there's so many. That's
the first movie though, isn't it?
Homecoming?
No, I missed the part where that's my
problem. No, that's the
no, isn't. Oh yeah.
I think that's Bully Maguire. Yeah.
Is it Bully Maguire?
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite scenes is when James Franco. I wish James Franco's Green Goblin was going to show up in this, but I know he did something. I don't even know what he did, but I know he's not going to be in it.
Oh, James Franco. You mean
yeah. We're not going to talk. I don't even know what it was, but I know he's not around anymore. But
I'm still acting, I think.
Oh, is he?
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, there's a scene where it's right after. Which one?
Oh, okay. I thought H.J. Faz was referencing something else.
Yeah. So
deleted scene.
No, that's the. Oh my god! Don't even talk about that. There's a great scene where James Franco is in the cafe after MJ is forced to tell Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man that she's leaving him. Mm-hmm. And so, he's talking to James. And every scene James Franco's in that movie is just funny, even when it's not supposed to be. Mm-hmm. It's like the Dane DeHaan effect.
I don't think it's the Dane DeHaan. He's a good actor. It's that movie, he's just terrible.
And so he walks out. Of the cafe after Tobey Maguire, and he turns around and he sees James Franco turn around, and James Franco smiles and winks at him. And it's just, and then he charges the cafe, and then a truck comes and stops him, and then James Franco's gone. That's right before the apartment fight. It's just so. I gotta show it to you later. It's just so funny.
Oh, God, dude.
But I'm very excited for that. Yeah, so X-Slayer, I'm very excited. Nicholas Horton, thank you for becoming a channel member. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Philip, thank you for another $5 super chat. It is nice that Goha Yuga is this Mountain Dew and Doritos edgelord, but is a much-needed fit for the show. I hope they keep him around for a little longer. Yeah, it seems like the main concern everyone has with Goha Yuga is how long they're going to keep him around.
Yeah.
Which says a lot, I think.
Yeah, it does say a lot. I mean, I also do agree with his point where like it's the major edgelord thing.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to talk about it. I have to mention it because it's hilarious. I actually went and saved the picture. Mm-hmm. Or as a joke, included like an edge copy pasta in the one scene where he's talking about like erasing people's memories, with like you see the people falling and the cards falling. It's one of the funniest things I've ever read, and she accidentally left it in the first release of the sub, and she was very embarrassed by it. But I think it's so funny.
My God.
Like more power to Aura for that. Like I loved it. I thought it was a great piece of. She fixed it, and it's fine.
You got to show me that. That's
but
funny.
it's so funny, and I like, and it was so fitting because like that's the kind of edgelord he is. But that's what I like about him.
No, it is. It absolutely is. Drago77 Blue, thank you for the $5 super chat. I think the bridge writers did a good job to give Yuga his lowest point of the series compared to any other protagonist's low points. Do you agree? You know, the thing with Yusaku, it's very interesting. Yusaku's low point was in his past, before the show started, and at the very end of the show.
Right.
We didn't really see his low point and his climb back from his low point explored at all.
No.
I think that's a criticism that some people might have with Yusaku.
One of you.
I
don't mean that. I mean, I'm just saying that's one of them.
Yeah. I don't know if Yuga's low points have been as low as some of the other Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists, to be honest. But there's still a lot. I think it's coming. I think if everyone loses their minds here and loses their memories, I think we're going to see him go through some tough stuff.
I agree.
So I think there's still the potential for that, Drago. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Nicholas, hi Dylan and Nick. Yuga Goha is the type of villain Sevens needed. It's also my birthday here now.
Oh wow!
We gotta sing. We're gonna sing quick for you, Nick. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nick Horton. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my man. Thank you so much for everything you do. Appreciate you. And a £5 super chat. I reckon Konami is testing the waters by seeing how popular the Sevens game is before they release the dub of the anime. Completely agree. When you start Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels, they make you fill out your age, like what you know about the series. It feels very marketing.
Yeah.
Feels very marketing.
We're talking
survey.
assessments and surveys.
Yeah. So I think they definitely are gauging the waters there, Nicholas.
Of course.
What's fascinating is at one point in the Rush Duel game, they say, if you enjoy the game and Rush Duels, make sure to check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. There's no way to legally watch the show.
Very interesting.
For people that they released it to.
They have that in the English version too?
Yes. Yes. That blows my mind.
That's really interesting.
You have to watch it illegally.
You do have
They're
to watch it
basically
illegally.
encouraging you to watch it illegally.
They are. I'm curious. It's interesting on top of that they're encouraging you to, and it's rare that this is the case, encouraging you to watch a subbed.
Right, you'd have to watch something.
There's no dub. There's like that's like.
But like if it was on Crunchyroll, I feel like it would at least make more sense.
Right.
Because they're the ones subbing it. It's legal. There's a way to watch it.
Right, but
it's not.
Yeah, I'm curious. It's like if this is some kind of marketing tactic that they're attempting, where it's like generate, because if the anime just dropped, maybe people wouldn't be as hyped for it because that would looks different. You know, all the criticisms people may have in the West.
Well, something that they did that I know a lot of people were upset was the box office. Not the box office, I'm sorry, the box art. The promo art in the original version for the Japanese release. It's Yuga, Roman, it's all the characters with monsters in the back. Right. They removed all the characters except the main character that you play as, and they added Red Eyes, Summon Skull, Dark Magician. They added all the OG monsters.
To try to generate Western hype.
Right. And I get that it's frustrating, and I know a lot of people were very angry about it. The thing that I also, I'm kind of torn because I get why they do that. And the reason that they do that probably generates
hype.
A little bit more hype than the characters would. Because the people that know the characters, they're probably getting the game anyway.
Exactly.
That's why they do it.
If people buy the game, they get into Rush Duels, and then for the inevitable dub drop, now we have people hyped for this upcoming property, which actually it's an interesting perspective that I haven't really seen before, but I actually kind of dig it.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
It's like, let's drop a game first for this new thing.
And that's how we learn.
And then drop the dub.
And you know, something else that I've noticed, so this is the box art.
Great box art, by the way.
And that's the Western. It. Yeah, all the characters are gone.
That's, like, dude, like, and our main character fits so well with, look, that rocks, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, they replaced, actually, there's really no monsters in there. They replaced it with all the OG ones.
And dude,
Dark Magician, yeah.
The Dark Magician doesn't even fit there, dude.
I know. So that was something that I know angered a lot of people, but it's kind of yeah, I'll show it. If you want.
Wait, hold on. What did Pete just say?
You can read it out loud. What he said is probably true. What
if
Pete
you drop $49.99 a month, the game promises you within the year they will give you access to the show.
Yeah, because if the game sells really well, then I guess they're...
He said $49.99 a year.
Oh, a year? A month. A month.
A month. Excuse me. A month.
That's
within a year.
That's a little pricey. All right. So I'm gonna get it up on screen. Hold on. So, because I guess a lot of people might not even have realized it.
Dude, the original box art is so good. And first of all, on a game case, the way we see it originally, it looks so good. And
so this is the dub. Not the dub, I'm sorry. This is the English release.
Mm-hmm. The localization.
That I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen. And now this is... Yeah, I guess a lot of people might not have even realized this. This is the original.
Dude, it's so much better. And it looks honestly, even better. It looks better on a Nintendo Switch case. Like a game case, that one picture.
Yeah. Yeah. So, again, I mean, this is, you know... Yeah, I some people, I guess, just didn't even think to look. So, again, the original right there is... But, you know, the reason... For, yeah, I guess a lot of people are surprised.
There are people in the West
and it hurt... But, again, I have a bachelor's in marketing. I don't say that from any point of superiority or arrogance perspective. But the reason they do that is to appeal to people who have never watched Sevens, who don't care for Sevens... And they see Blue Eyes and Dark Magician and Red Eyes, and that's what attracts them more than the characters. And I'm not trying to defend it. I'm just trying to say why they do it.
I actually would. I hate it, but it makes sense. I mean, think about it. Who's their target demographic originally for the sub? It's a new generation of Yu-Gi-Oh watchers, right?
Right.
And in the East, that works. That's fine. As it was, right? Because they have access to the show. It's easy. There's no access to any show for young people. We're talking like, say, a 10-year-old kid. How easy is it going to be for him to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens right now?
Yeah, he can't.
He probably can't. He probably doesn't even know where to look.
Yeah, that's a very good point. 10, 12-year-old kid that's playing the game, no idea where to look.
Yeah.
To watch it.
Like, we can, and maybe other people who are just watching, and other, like, teenagers, adults can find it.
Yeah. It's
hard. It's illegal, but they can find it. A 10-year-old kid who may be buying this game won't even know where to start.
Yeah.
So how are we going to market those characters to him?
Well, it's so funny because Joker says, I think, what a lot of people feel. I hate the fact they changed the box art to pander to people who despise the series.
Yeah, and he's not entirely wrong.
Not entirely wrong. And I think that's where a lot of the anger comes from. And I don't think that's necessarily... That's definitely not what they were trying to do.
No, I don't think so.
But I just think that
inadvertently what it does.
It's inadvertently what it does. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Because in reality, obviously, like a 10-year-old kid who's getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe has watched Duel Monsters on Netflix or something, you know.
Right.
Would see this and be like, oh, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game with those characters that I just saw on my Netflix TV show. You can buy it. He doesn't hate Sevens yet. You would hope that he won't, but you know that's just how it would go, and that's it. It makes sense from a marketing perspective, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's a new demographic.
Yeah, but just to Nicholas's point, and thank you for the super Nick.
It inadvertently.
It's a test run. It's definitely a test run, and what's fascinating too is a lot of the voice actors, the announcement, and if you look at the wording of the announcements, they're voicing these characters in the video game.
Yeah.
No mention of the anime.
Interesting.
I'm not the character in the English dub. I play this character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle Royale, Dawn of the Battle Royale.
Right.
I don't play this character in the dub.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of fascinating that they're clearly not allowed to say that yet.
Right.
At least that's kind of the vibe that I get.
That's definitely the vibe I get. Because everything's still under wraps. We don't know what's going on, who's doing what.
Right.
To be determined.
Yeah.
Obviously, but.
Yeah. Kind of interesting. And we are gonna get to our future summaries. The Flail IPS, thank you for the $2 tip. I'm so glad Yuga did not beat Yuga. Scared, though, of Goha Yuga's ability being used on Luca Roman. I wonder if Yuga loses all his friends, but then Otis comes up and gives Yuga the way to win and then returns everyone's memories like the Shadow Realm. Wow, so Flail IPS, in this theory, thinking that Otis might be a good guy in this.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. I mean, everything he's done has not been evil, but you just feel like it's for a greater purpose that maybe is evil.
Yeah.
So even if he did that, it might be ulterior motives.
Yeah, there's something sinister about him.
Imagine, I think I'd be disappointed if there wasn't anything sinister about him. I think I would be.
Well, no.
Slightly disappointed.
Slightly disappointed.
It wouldn't be a show ruiner.
Unless it's the Pete idea where he's
Yuga from the future
and preparing him for some future evil so we can defeat it.
Right. He needs to have him. You know what? And even if good point. Even if it's not evil, his major role in this story needs to be present and needs to be explained at some point. Even if it's the last episode.
Yep.
Right. He's just too big of a character.
He
feels like a god.
He
feels like the god of this universe.
He set everything into motion. And he keeps coming back. Makes the card. He does just so much. He makes Sevens Road Magician like legal again. Like it's like there's so much stuff that he directly influences from like up top.
Yeah. So interesting theory there, Flail IPS. Very interesting. Drago, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Drago. I appreciate you greatly. My biggest concern, besides the conclusion of Luke versus Goha Yuga, is the Goha siblings. I really hope their memories aren't wiped out and put them out of action for the next arc. I hope to see Yuka duel again. Drago, we all want to see Yuka duel again because we all want to see another Utopia Yuma Sugamo monster. I mean, I cannot believe we saw Utopic Dragon. I mean, this is crazy. I want to see Yuka duel again so bad. I'm willing to say that the Goha siblings have been a little, outside of Yugioh,
a little irrelevant.
A little disappointing.
Yeah.
A little disappointing. Especially Udon and Eugene, the fish guy and the guy who beat Gakuto, because he's done nothing since then.
Yeah, and he has
a lot of potential.
Specifically, has so much potential.
I agree. But they've just been underwhelming, and they have not been used properly. I would argue Yugioh has been fine. Yuka has been used all right because she had the Roman Roa stuff, so she got some good screen time. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of how the siblings have been treated. So if they lose their memories, that's another step back for them. Right. I wouldn't like it either, Drago. I wouldn't like it either. Completely agree.
If that's the case, just keep them out of this, like a little distance from the situation. Don't make them duel then.
Yeah. Right. I completely agree. So, you know, we'll see where they go. Gonna read one more, and then we're gonna get to 79, 80, all that good stuff. Flail IPS, thank you for the $2 tip. This episode also reminds me of Season 4 of GX, doesn't it? And now Tiger, Yuga, Kaizo, and possibly Otis will be our new team. Hopefully Asana and Nail don't lose their memories, but they probably will. Also, why does Monster Reborn take away memories? Yeah, great point. I don't know if that card is laced with something, and maybe there's a true reason why that card specifically does. But it's weird. But are you like reborning yourself?
Yeah. That's what.
Is it supposed to be symbolic like that? Like you're being reborn into like a version of yourself that like priorly existed? I don't know if it's something as deep as that, but interesting card they chose. Like they could have done like Call of Darkness or something like a little edgier. It's weird,
and maybe it's something to do with the Ankh on it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if there's like a symbolism there based on the image. That's a good question though.
Yeah, absolutely. And Season 4 of GX in terms of kind of memories and stuff, I can definitely see that comparison. Tiger, Yuga, Kaizo, and Otis. Don't forget about the Luke Man. I still think I see a lot of people here. No one's even talking about Luke Man. I'm telling you, I think Luke Man is going to be very, very important. More important than people realize. I did forget to end this poll.
Not that it's a big deal.
Yeah, but
what was that?
It was there are some good theories there. Could be that your memories are forgotten in the grave. Could be reborning again. I can definitely see that. Will Synchros be in Sevens? Wow, a third of people think yes. I would have thought that'd be like 80-20 no.
I would think the same.
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure they won't be, but
at least not now. At least not for
either. People really believe it
or really want
it. Yeah. I really want it. I just don't believe it. It would be amazing. And then last but not least, and we're going to get a lot of more donations. We'll get to them. We're going to get into episode 78, 79, and 80, 81. Philip Rosewood, thank you for the $5 super chat. If you think about it, they dealt with Goha Yuga by episode 80. Then what was the point of the last 2 arcs building up the 6th sibling? That would be wasting months. It'd be wasting over half a year, actually, Philip. 27 episodes, 27 weeks. That's more than half a year.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Yeah,
it can't be resolved by 80.
That
would be
baffling.
a train wreck.
It would be a train wreck.
A complete train wreck. And I'm worried that a lot of people feel that it will be. Savannah, thank you for subscribing. But I just can't see them doing it.
Yeah, it's too soon. It's too soon to wrap this up.
Yeah, I can't. All right, let me see here.
Like I could see a double arc being perfect for something like that.
That's not a summary.
Dude, this meme is so good, dude. Unreal.
That's not a summary.
Dude, Shirley's jacked.
I know. All right, we've got summaries coming up here. So if you don't want spoilers, now's your chance to get off.
And that's your chance, as it's already on screen.
Well, I think people know it at this point. We do have the 81 title, don't we?
Do we?
81 is titled Irreplaceable Memories.
I like that.
But we don't have any summaries on it.
Interesting. So that would be the new... interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to talk about. Do you think it's a new arc? Irreplaceable Memories. Could be, right?
It could be, but it still sounds too... I don't know how I feel about...
So again, 80, which would be... Also, episode 80, the summary here.
Dude, it's cut off.
I know, hold on. Hold on, I'm just getting this to work.
You can't format this, bro.
I can format it, bro.
Bring it. Yeah. No, the word from gets...
Hold on, bro.
You're good now. You're good.
All right, it's fine.
I can't see it, but it's fine.
There we go. Okay, sorry. You know that always takes forever. Our summaries. You ready, Nixie?
I'm ready, dude.
Episode 79, Rush Duel sealed away. Luke faces off against Goha Yuga in a duel. However, the light radiating from Yuga's forbidden card engulfs him. You know, we actually got a longer summary now that I think about it. So hold on, chat. Yeah, we got a longer summary on 79. 79, the actual summary that we have, Luke, Gakuto, Roman, Roa, Nail, and Asana rush to the rooftop of the Goha building in order to take down Goha Yuga. Luke faces off against Yuga in a duel. However, the light radiating from Yuga's forbidden card engulfs him.
Interesting.
It looks like he loses his memories in the preview as well.
It does.
And 81 is titled Irreplaceable Days. No episode on January 2nd, so make sure you make note of that. That's completely normal. Usually they do take a break first week of the year, I'm pretty sure. So no episode on January 2nd. I am going to run to the restroom, and then we'll delve a little more into these summaries, if you want to just take over real quick.
Do you want me to do some donos while you're gone? Or do you want me to just chat with the people?
You can just chat and give your thoughts on the on where you think we're headed.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That one's interesting. I don't know. I'll dialogue with some of you guys here in the chat. But that one's I think really interesting, and Dylan will give some more thoughts on it. But the wording doesn't sound necessarily like that he may lose. I mean that it doesn't tell me one way or another, if you will, or in a moment. The way it's worded engulfs him. I don't know. It sounds like something deeper is happening to me. Right? I haven't read 80 yet, but I'm not going to get into that yet. I'm just speculating on what I'm reading in 79 because I'm sure Dylan will. They do because... Wait, really? New Year's in Japan is the 1st or the 3rd? You hijack the channel. All right, we're going to make this Gundam everything now. We're going to talk about that Gundam comment. I know, who's it? Nicholas Horton agreed with me about the Quattro. Quattro's awesome. Sounds like something weird. Something weird will happen. That's the vibe I'm getting as well. Oh, Philip, your birthday's January 2nd? Fellow Capricorns. Talk about my graduation. Guys, yeah. I officially... Well, not officially. I don't want to say officially because it isn't official. But I have completed grad school, technically speaking. My classes are done. My internship's done. I just have to get my final forms and my final assignments in. and I'll officially be graduated January 14th, 2022. And I'll have my master's degree in science of education in school counseling. Wait, Pink's been playing my music on the speakers at work.
That's exciting. We're getting your music in every pizzeria.
I'm trying.
I know.
That'd be my. I could make a career on that.
Pizzeria artist.
Yeah, like playing my music in pizzerias.
I agree.
And thank you guys for the congrats and nice. You know,
Yes.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So, I guess the first question I have: do you think this arc is over at episode 80?
I don't think so. Well, what's 80's? First of all, what is 80's summary?
Goha Corporation is in chaos because of all the new rules. That would imply, by the way, that Goha Yuga does not win. Because if Goha Yuga wins, all the rules get destroyed.
No, it's the other way around.
No, because Yuga wants to destroy all those old methods.
He wants to, yeah, but...
So that would imply Goha Yuga doesn't win.
Oh, yeah, wait. So
Right?
Yes, you're right, yeah.
So that's kind of weird. As Mimi demands answers from the siblings, that would also imply that the siblings...
Oh, wait, yeah, okay, so this, yeah. No, but Shio said, that's how I perceived it.
Oh,
Because...
But what does Yuga's USB drive do?
Destroys erases the old rules. I think Yuga was the one putting the wrench in the works. Odo Yuga was the one putting the wrench in the works to get, like, to confuse our antagonists. Yeah, this is it.
Right. So what I was saying was right or not right?
If Odo Yuga loses... Yeah. No. You had opposite. If our Yuga loses, he'll destroy the
right.
So that the new rules won't get destroyed. Because Goha Yuga wants the rules there, so he can create dissent and chaos.
Oh. Okay, I said it backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goha Yuga wants those rules so that he can create dissent amongst the
Okay. Yes. Right. Goha Yuga wants the rules to stay.
Yeah.
So that implies Goha Yuga wins.
That's Goha Yuga.
That implies he wins. What that also implies, thank you for the clarification. What that also implies is the Goha siblings are not losing their memories here. And Mimi's not losing her memories. Exactly. Which is good.
That's good. Well, I mean, I wouldn't think Mimi's going to lose her memories. Why should she has to do it?
Well, I would think maybe everyone in the vicinity could. Right? Because if people speculate that Asana and everyone's losing their memories...
Based on duels. Probably. I mean, it has to be through a duel.
But do you think they're all going to duel in 79?
No, that's what... maybe not go... I mean, it maybe off screen to our... the Nanahoshi clan.
Yeah, maybe. But you would hope that they'd beat that clan. You'd hope.
They're pretty strong, dude.
Yeah, who knows? Well, yeah, who knows? We also don't know how it works. We don't know if he has to duel the person. We assume he does. Yeah, so who knows? But either way, 80 is going to have a big reveal that's hopefully not like gluten sensitivity or something. But what do you... I mean, again, do you believe that this is the end of the arc? Based on these summaries?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. Because, especially based on the 80 summary, things are in chaos. They're going to wrap that up and end the arc that way.
Right.
I mean, like, they're going to resolve that chaos so quickly and then just be done with the arc. That doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
That sounds rushed if that's the case.
What was the title of episode 68? Hold on, I want to see something. That was the first episode of this arc, right?
Yuo's Big Day.
The Melancholy of Yugioh, Irreplaceable Days. I don't know, I just feel like that sounds very like new arc. It's hard to say. I mean,
Irreplaceable Days.
It's very hard to say.
Yeah.
It's very hard to say. But I feel like it very well could imply that.
The way you said it is kind of concerning.
You know? But, like, again, I'm not going to care as long as Goha Yuga is nice and healthy, you know?
Yeah.
New arc begins, Goha Yuga's the threat, 81 is the start of the new arc.
Right.
So, I'd be okay with that. It's hard to say. I mean, will this be a 13-episode arc or not? We don't have any information indicating either way. No. I feel like at this point we had information of how long the arc was going to be, but this has been a little different. So, you know, we'll see. But I mean, I guess the bold prediction I have is that Luke is going to be sealed away.
It's hard to say. So what I was saying to the chat before, and I don't know if I got much of a response about it, but the way the 79 is worded, like the way the light engulfs him,
Right.
it feels more than just like a loss in him like being sealed away. Like it feels like something bigger. It almost reminds me, and I don't even remember how this summary was worded, but what comes to mind visually when I read that is like when Luke like dueled himself in his head.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this seems like the light engulfing him sounds like a big cosmic magical experience here.
Well,
more so than just...
It's fascinating. There was a great theory by a YouTube user, Dueling with Downton, and I brought this up last week as well. I love the theory. That Goha Yuga, when he does this, is going to somehow release the evil version within Luke, that the Luke devil that we believe exists within him. We call that the Luke persona, right? The devil persona. His thing is persona release. So what if he's releasing that version of Luke, and then in episode 81, evil Luke and Goha Yuga are the threats, along with Nanaho, and that's who you've got to now go up against.
That would be big. That
would be fascinating. And by the way, good luck if you got to go up against not only this guy, Goha Yuga, but also an evil version of Luke.
Yeah,
he's the best duelist in the show.
You're in trouble.
Good luck. So that could be a route we go here.
I would like that.
I would too. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what happens if that happens.
Do you see it in the I mean, it's I don't think it's confirmed.
In the preview?
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. I won't be able to pull it up on the screen because I'm just gonna look at the preview real quick.
Do you sub to yourself?
No, I'm not sub to myself.
That's what that email implied, man.
Let me look at the preview. Yugioh.
By the way, this one was hilarious.
I know what he's talking about. Whoever said that, because there's a part where Luke's getting hit, his eyes seem to just disappear, right?
Right.
And
something more is going on there. I don't think it's...
Well, it seems like in this shot he loses his memories of Yuga.
But something crosses his... Yeah.
It's Yuga.
Right, so that's Rush Duels being erased effectively, but...
And look at how powerful Goha Yuga looks in that shot.
That looks sick, dude.
Yeah, it's a short preview as well. I feel like it's shorter than normal.
Very short.
So, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, if he really does have this demon persona, or if the Luke man can take over for him, can he get it back that way? There's so much going on with Luke
yeah.
That he's just not a character that I feel you can definitely say something's going to happen to him.
Exactly.
Because there's so much weird crap that goes on with him.
Yeah.
So, it's exciting. Very, very exciting. We're not making a pick for 81 because we are kind of in the camp that this is going to be a push.
There's a longer preview on TV Tokyo's website.
Oh, maybe there is. Let me look.
We're going to live react, baby.
Oh, let me look at the preview.
It's a D's nuts joke.
18 seconds. Here we go. All right, yeah, this is longer. This is the episode we just watched. All right.
Okay.
Luke attacking Monster Reborn. So we've confirmation that he uses Monster Reborn.
That is so detailed, by the way.
I know. Good shots. Yeah, he's sealing away Luke's memories here. I imagine that's what at least is being implied. Yeah, that's what's being implied.
Yeah, it's a longer preview. The key details are exactly the same. Key
details are the same. We also have confirmation that he uses Monster Reborn. So that's also important to get. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be insane. Again, I'm reacting live Saturday to 79. That's right before I'm actually going to see Spider-Man.
Oh yes,
I know Dredger will be part of that live reaction. I'm not sure if Caliber will be. You won't be.
No.
So maybe Caliber will be as well, but Dredger will be part of that live reaction, and I'm very very excited for that. It's getting dark, man.
It's getting dark.
I mean, it really is. I mean, if our best duelist actually is taken off the board here. I don't know. It's gonna be good.
I'm actually really intrigued as to what they're about to do.
Yeah,
I'm
me
very
too.
curious.
Me too. Solid Snack, thank you for the $2 donation. Great episode, giving me Kaiba / Yugi versus Noah vibes.
Yeah.
Really making me think. Yep, mentioned that
brought
earlier.
up, yeah.
Really making me think Luke's gonna lose. Would also love to see a mom-son dynamic with Mimi and Yugioh. So hyped for Jump Festa, even if the Bleach news isn't gonna be till 4 a.m. LMFAO. Yep, Solid Snack is gonna be there. Actually, he's gonna be here, making the trip from a different country.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
that is very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much he'll be on camera, but he will be here. So very excited for that. And can't wait, my friend.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet him.
Absolutely. Limestone.
Oh,
yes.
I'm sorry, real quick, before we get into Limestone Zone, I just want to, someone replied to him, but just Stinkfly asked, will the reaction be on YouTube or Twitch? And someone did reply YouTube, but just so you know, Dylan may have said it, all Yu-Gi-Oh content is currently on YouTube.
All Yu-Gi-Oh content is on YouTube, yes. So it'll be on YouTube. And most people believe Luke is losing his memories in 79. About 3/4 of people. Limestone, thank you for the $5 donation. I still find it great that Nail delivers for his favorite ramen place, and the place, the service is called Umai Eats. I personally hope for Phantom Luke to make an appearance.
Yeah.
It's very likely.
It's very likely.
So that'll be fascinating to keep an eye on Limestone. Pink, thank you for the $2 donation. When referring to Yuo, Yuka said it's like he's reverted to his old self. I wonder if something happened when he sealed Goha Yuga to make him more evil and sadistic.
I was thinking the same thing.
Second, Yuga said he knew Goha Yuga's plan. What plan does Yuga know? I assume that plan was just him wanting to throw everything into chaos.
Right.
But maybe it's something deeper. I mean, what do you make of that first part?
For me, it right now just feels like a chaos and like wants to create dissent.
What about the
that felt very specific. That felt very specific.
So you kind of agree with that?
Yeah. The wording was like seemed intentional to me, where I'm like old self, like that doesn't just mean when he was like a young kid. It's like seems specific about the way he used to be before something happened.
Yeah, I concur. I definitely concur. Pink, thank you so much. That man, thank you for the devil donation, 666. Appreciate it, that man. What if Odo Yuga is still the sixth sibling because of Jekyll Hyde situation, but as a separate entity? I don't know really that much about Jekyll and Hyde. I know it's like, well, I mean,
the Jekyll and Hyde situation is different because it physically is the same person. But I understand the comparison there, where it's like they're just separated, like physically, even though it's two halves of the same person.
Do you believe that?
I've thought about it. I've gotten that feeling before, and the more I watch it, the less I believe it. I think
he has a mom.
Yeah.
I think that's a hard.
Well, yeah, he has a mom, but that doesn't mean. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, yeah, that's where they could have been separated for a long time, though. I think is the thing. Like, I don't know. It's weird. But you're right. Yeah, I don't think so at this point.
Yeah, no, it is weird. But that man, interesting theory there, man. Thank you so much for the donation. Philip Rosewood, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it, Phil. One similarity between Gundam and Yu-Gi-Oh! Gallop is the treatment of most girl characters in their show are either dead, brainwashed, or preachy. Do you think that's a coincidence? Probably a coincidence.
Oh, well, it's definitely a coincidence.
It's fascinating to me that this is a Gundam studio. I mean, this was formed by Sunrise Studio Bridge.
Oh, that's right.
And the girl treatment has been amazing.
Yeah.
So it's fascinating that Gundam girls, I guess, are treated
different teams.
Of course. But I guess Gundam girls, you can speak to that. I don't really know.
Yeah, for the most part, there are some like kick-ass, like awesome Gundam women.
Yeah.
So I think in that regard, it's better. But like for a good majority, there's a lot of just like brainwashed, ditzy, or preachy. Like characters. Yeah.
It's but I find that to be very obviously, as you said, you're completely right that it's different teams. But it's ironic to me that the studio that Studio Gallop had that reputation, and then a studio that was formed from Gundam, mainly Gundam producers, and I believe it was Sunrise, right?
Sunrise,
is where girl characters just get treated phenomenally. So it is funny.
Well, and she said Bridge doesn't write the show; they just animate it.
Yeah, and I guess the people writing it probably aren't very similar, even though it is the same studio.
Exactly.
Because with Gallop, it was Yoshida or Ono. Yeah. It was the same people writing it.
Right.
But I guess the writers, whoever wrote Gundam, they're not necessarily writing this.
Definitely,
so,
probably
yeah.
Not.
Ice Aiden, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hello, I made it today since Tuesdays are my days off. Hey, well, we're live. Probably this is the only Tuesday we'll be live with this. But hey, I'm happy you made it, man. Who do you think will duel Nanaho, and who do you want Goha Yuga to duel? I wanted Goha Yuga to duel Luke. I'm happy we're getting that duel. I think it would be cool for Luke, man. Honestly, to see Goha Yuga duel Luke, man.
Again, I think that'd be a really good idea.
Yeah. Nanaho, I like what you said about Tiger Nanaho. I would like that.
Yeah, I just think it just makes sense in terms of intel, in terms of intention. Like, they really are opposite sides of that same end, where it's like trying to put this into like action and trying to prevent it.
Yeah.
So I think that would create a good moment for redemption and rivalry.
The other character that I can see is a Ron's Rinosuke Gakuto. I mean,
definitely.
you have a family history.
Cousins, yeah.
Honestly, if that happens, you already did that with Galliant, though. It would feel a little repetitive. Nanaho beats Ron's, Gakuto steps in, beats Nanaho. Right, I think because that's what happened with Galliant. This would be a little more personal because they're rival family clans, but you already kind of went down that path. We could probably
forego the Is that?
No, it's mine. It's mine. We're already running.
Yeah.
Maybe a jump festa.
We could probably
Barrett.
forego the Ron's loss and just have Gakuto duel Nanaho, and that would be cool.
Yeah.
Just because it's based on the family drama alone.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Barrett, not today. I love you, buddy.
Jump Fest is in 3 days, Barrett. You can call during Jump. We'll be live for like 7 hours. You can call during Jump Festa. It would be interesting. It's an interesting proposal. I'm worried Nanaho's never going to duel someone again, and she's just going to be kind of like a...
I would be shocked if she didn't.
I hope I'm wrong about that.
We can't, like, yes, we have our main villain. We can't have him duel every duel for that side.
I agree.
That would be... Like,
I agree.
That would be the... Like, I know some people have referred to... I saw someone refer to Nanaho as, like, Goha Yuga's, like, lackey, and I don't think that's a fair comparison. As it stands, it's a fair comparison. She's more like a henchman for them now, which is cool. I think that's a fitting role. But then to have Goha Yuga duel every duel for that side would reduce that whole clan to that role.
100%. Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't do anything. But...
Right. 100%. So, we'll see where they go with it.
Yeah.
X-Slayer, thank you for a $5 super chat. To be on the defense for Amazing Spider-Man 2, it had one of the best swinging and fight scenes ever since Spider-Man 2, including the best Spider-Man performance ever. I would imagine that's the... It's not the Green Goblin fight scene he's referring to.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
Amazing Spider-Man 2 had one of the best swinging and fight scenes. Was it against Electro? The final battle against Electro? Because the Green Goblin one was short in Amazing Spider-Man 2. And yeah, I thought the obviously big death scene from that movie was very good. I thought that was good. And shocking. I didn't think they were going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I had an idea how it was going to play out.
Yeah.
Just given some context, but
did you think the acting in that scene was good? I thought the acting was good.
That was the one highlight of that movie.
Yeah, because X-Slayer says he felt it was the best Spider-Man performance ever. Andrew Garfield, Amazing Spider-Man.
I don't think so, but I can see where he's coming from. I respect that perspective.
Yeah.
That was one of the high points of that series.
Yeah.
Like those two movies, rather.
Yeah, definitely. Not the deleted scene with his dad in the cemetery. I can't wait for No Way Home.
We have to watch that after this. So
right, I'll pull it up. We'll get Pete. I'll pull it up. Philip, thank you for a $2 super chat. No episode on my birthday, January 2nd. Going to be 24. Hype son. Philip, that's awesome, man. I'm sorry there's no episode on your birthday. The watch along would have been on January 1st anyway. That's a Sunday, but we'll sing you happy birthday on January 5th.
Yes, we will. So. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That is cool, man. Happy early birthday, dude. Very exciting stuff.
Fellow Capricorn.
Yes, fellow Capricorn.
Cal too.
Yeah, and yeah. Excellent. Judge or not, he's early February.
No, he's early February.
X-Slayer, thank you for the $5 super chat. Dylan, where is your cotton candy at, buddy? Where is it? I guess I'll have some cotton candy for Jump Festa.
You should.
That'll be a nice sugary treat. So we'll do it for Jump Festa, X-Slayer.
We're going on Amazon right now. Buy it in bulk.
That's what I'm going to do.
2 day
Prime, baby. Biggest event of the year. Thank you, X, for the reminder. TNX Rail, thank you for the $4 super chats. Did you see the special guest for Jump Festa? I did.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, Yoshio is going to be at Jump Festa.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm so
can we have a Luke loss for Zarkmas? I think we'll have a Luke loss before Zarkmas. I think we'll have a Luke loss next week.
I think it's very possible.
Yeah, I think Luke's losing. I really do.
For Zarkmas.
For Zark. Well, do you know what that is? That's an Arc 5.
I know it's related to Zark.
It was around Christmas when Zark came out. Yeah, crazy. Thomas, thank you for the super chats. The Socks God, thank you for the $5 donation. Sup, I hope everyone's doing well.
Thank
no
you,
complaints
dude.
here.
Yeah, I'm doing really well. Thank
Yeah,
you. Same to you.
Same to you and your family, Socks God. Limestone, thank you for the $5 donation. Yugioh is still wearing that golden Speedo, and now he has a co-host. What is going on with this man? Yeah. Can you speak to Yugioh?
I mean, I love him. I think he's great. I love the co-host, actually.
Do you love the Speedo?
No, I don't like the Speedo.
It makes me uncomfortable, too, knowing that the show is...
marketed for children.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the culture is different.
Maybe it's different. Someone else can speak on that. Maybe.
I mean, it would be like after an episode of, like, SpongeBob or Danny Phantom.
Yeah, like,
Danny Phantom, I feel like, was even older. Like a dude in a Speedo on Nickelodeon.
Like Butch Hartman comes out.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Jesus Christ. It would feel weird. But maybe the culture is just... I think it is a cultural difference.
Yeah, someone even said Yugioh kind of looks naked. Yeah, because there's points where his
I know.
vest comes far enough down. We're like, wait, is he wearing anything? It makes me uncomfortable. Other than that, especially this one, I found really funny with like the dynamic from with the co-host. I actually thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed it. I just put pants on him. That's it. Literally, I would leave it.
Right.
Just put pants on him.
I just think you need some pants. That's all you need.
He needs pants. I'll enjoy it so much more if they put pants on the guy.
Philip, thank you for the $10 donation. Very generous donation. Thank you, Philip. Hope this arc does what Beyblade Burst Season 1 did, and that's have the main protag and rival lose to the villain, only for them to come back getting the win next arc. It's the only show I've seen do this. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could see it happening. I don't know if I would say it's the only time I've seen... only time I've seen it happen. I feel like there's some certain, like, animes, like, things get pretty bleak. Like, our protags and friends just get beaten to hell. You know, I mean, not in a specific example. I just know Goku, like, dies all the time.
Yeah.
Like, straight up dies.
Well, Hunter x Hunter, already gone.
Gon gets his ass kicked all the time. And then trains, and then, redeems himself.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be a good one, a good comparison, because I've seen literally, like, not spoil this pretty early on, like, Hisoka, like, literally kicks the shit out of him. They go finish the arc, and then he's like, I have to train to be better, beat this guy.
Yeah. A lot of shit kicking.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. But it's awesome. It's great.
I hope they go down that route, Philip. I think it would be great.
Yeah, I think it'd be really good for both those characters, actually. Room for growth. Growing for our villain.
Yeah, I think it would be super dope.
Let things get a little bleak.
Yeah, and again, we will be live on Saturday. Me, Dredge, maybe Calibro with the reacting to 79. Very excited for that. X-Slayer, thank you for the $5 super chat. So who's ready for some roasting this Friday? Ha 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 ha. Be ready for some harsh, rude words that I'm going to say to y'all because I don't like people. X-Slayer, just keep it to me. Or aim it at Calibro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Aim it at me and Calibro.
I'll take it even.
Because even Nick T, but none of the guests. None of the guests.
Yeah, let's see it.
But if you want to keep it to the main crew, we'll allow that. But none of the guests.
Leave Pete out of it, too. Leave Pete out of it.
Yeah, Pete's a good guy. Pete doesn't deserve
that.
Keep it Dredger. Dredger would actually be hilarious.
I would. Not shit. I want to build a Dredger X-Slayer rivalry.
That'd be a good fight if they fight, dude, because they're both jacked.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Be a good fight. But you can roast me and Nick T and Cal and Dredger. Pete deserves it. Oh.
No, come on. That's
X-Slayer, thank you, man. Big Bangman, thank you for the $2 tip. A lot of people get Yugi Kaiba vibes from this duel. I see a lot more of Reign's vibes. Yuga passed out reminds me of when Playmaker passed out after his duel with Kusanagi. Luke taking on Goha Yuga reminds me of Soulburner taking on Bowman. Well, Ping Bangman also kind of grew up with Reigns more so than Duel Monsters. I didn't even make that comparison because Soulburner doesn't like pick up where Playmaker is in the middle of that duel. So that's why I didn't even make the comparison. But I think it's fair. I can see it. Yeah.
Definitely fair.
Yeah, definitely fair. I forgot Playmaker passed out after the Shoichi duel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely Pink. I can 100% see that. And good call there. Nicholas Horton, thank you for the £5 super, my man. Nick T, Sunrise's current mecha anime is Amayim, War on the Borderline. It's actually by Sunrise Beyond. It'll probably be 2 core long.
I'm gonna go at it. I'm gonna go look it up and watch it at some point because I love a good mecha anime, and I like Sunrise how they handle them.
Sunrise Beyond, and we got JC $5 super chat. It's my birthday. Sevens heating up. The devil in Luke could be awakened. JC, I agree with that, my man.
Hope so.
We got to sing happy birthday to JC. It's your
It's
birthday,
today,
man.
right now?
Yeah, it's my birthday. I didn't even know.
So we have two birthdays.
Two
today.
birthdays. Two birthdays. Right? Well, actually, no, because the birthday of Nicholas Horton is a day in the future because he's in the UK.
But it's
No,
true.
it's not,
No,
'cause
you're
it's
right.
past midnight.
You're right.
So that's kind of weird, isn't it? Like right now,
For
it's
him.
both their birthdays, Nicholas and JC, but it's on different days because of time zones.
Time zones are weird, man.
That is weird. Legendary Duels.
Abolish time zones.
JC will say, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday JC, happy birthday to you. Legendary, we love you. Legendary Duels is going to be part of the Jump Festa panel in 3 days.
Can't wait.
Jump Festa, we are going to be live 7:30 p.m. Eastern time until probably about 2-3 a.m. Eastern time. We are going to get Sevens news. We're going to get Rush Duel news. I cannot wait for that. JC will be here. A lot of great guests will be here, and it's going to be an absolute ball. Will Sevens be ending in 3 months? Will we get news on Yu-Gi-Oh! 8? I don't think so. Will Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush get news? Hopefully. No news is news of itself. Because even if we don't get news, it means Sevens is here for probably another year and 3 months. Jeremiah Golder, 15 months, Obelisk Blue, the highest membership tier you can be. CM Punk logo as well as the profile pic, which we love. Jeremiah, thank you so much for 15 months. Got out of work early due to a CO2 leak. Well, don't love hearing that. I actually got to make it to one of these live, especially because we did it on a Tuesday. Even if for a bit, good to see y'all again. Jeremiah, man.
Yeah, good to
love
see
you,
you.
man. Great to see you. Thank you so much for the support. You know, you guys are amazing. Again, we are getting a second camera so we can have more angles and make it a more seamless talk show-like production here, and that is all because you guys are incredible. This guy's doing some amazing stuff in his music world and his personal world. Follow Nick T. All of his stuff, all of our crew stuff's linked down below, but Nick T, what's going on in the world of you?
Got a whole lot of going on. So, for starters, many of you who are in the Discord may have seen, I decided to postpone my Twitch return. This week has just been a lot. I have stuff that I have to get in by the end of the week, and then I'm done with school. So I did not want to be irresponsible and start. So Monday, this coming Monday, will be the night. I think that's the 18th? No, my days are off. What day is that?
What day?
The 19th?
19th, Sunday?
20th.
Monday.
20th. Monday the 20th will be my Nick Fights Mom's return to Twitch. Made some changes and fixes. Hopefully we're gonna have a smoother experience, especially with the songwriting stream. Not songwriting, the song performance streams. Utilizing some more tools to make things a bit more smooth. So that should be fun. And on top of that, I just wanted to be able to stream for longer and have a good time with y'all. So Monday, tune in. It should probably be 11 p.m. Eastern, maybe 10:30, depending on if anyone else stream. Are you streaming that Monday?
Probably, yes.
If you will be there, yeah. I'll probably start 10:30 or 11, and so come hang out with me. I still yet to determine what we're gonna do. But on the topic of music stuff, Nameling is going to be recording my next EP at the end of January, so be on the lookout for some new songs. I have a bunch of songs on all streaming platforms. If you want to stream my music, you can follow Nameling NJ on any social media platform. If you want to buy my music, I'm on Bandcamp, Amazon, iTunes, all that stuff. And so go check that out.
Amazing guy. Been part of the Talking Yu-Gi-Oh team since its foundation. Dredger, Pete, Caliber, they do some cool stuff down below. Definitely check them out. We have Nicholas Horton upgraded to Obelisk Blue. Wow. Nicholas, thank you so much, man. Happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have 2 more donations, and then I have to share a very special thumbnail preview with you guys that I think a lot of you guys are going to want to see. Legendary Duels, thank you for the $5 super chat. Could also see Luke losing his memories and Luke Man taking over and protecting him. Remember, Legendary, we've said it a lot tonight. I've said it a lot. It's my big thing. They bring up how machines can't be affected by Monster Reborn. Sebastian and Kaizo are Sebastian and Kaizo. Luke Man is a good duelist.
He's a great duelist.
He's a superhero. Luke Man cannot be affected by Monster Reborn. I think Luke Man will be involved. I don't know if it'll be in that capacity, but he's going to be involved.
I would love that.
Yeah, I really do believe that. And then, of course, X-Slayer, thank you for the $5 super chat. Everyone deserves the roast, including you, buddy. I do. Because where is Timeline 2? Because there are some words that I'm going to say to you very harsh. X-Slayer, give me the Jump
funny.
Festa.
Wow, that's so funny that he says that.
It's so funny that he says that. Because, boom. Like, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no Timeline Part 2.
We're in the multiverse,
very,
baby.
very soon, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Multiverse will be explained. All will be explained to each and every one of you. This video is going to be about a 30-minute behemoth. Every manga, every anime, every movie, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Multiverse will be explained a la Timeline Part 2. Wow. That will be up before the timeline comes out, or before the Jump Festa begins. I promise you that. So, ladies and gentlemen, something to look forward to there. But on that note, I've got work to do. Thank you all so much for coming by. You guys are amazing. Special shout out to Blake Engelbrecht for $150 plus in donations. Man. 3 $50 donations, absolutely unreal. Because of No Way Home, I hope anyone that sees it enjoys it. I am only streaming one more time. I am only streaming on Friday night, which will be for Jump Festa Party. Looking forward to that. So I'll see some of you guys for Jump Festa. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.